I thought you get a haircut. What happened?
Life. My motorcycle broke down. I've been trying to fix it. You've witnessed that I'm now relying on stranger people to help me out.
Is that the motorcycle it's laying outside?
Yes, because you're not supposed to have your vehicles on the sidewalk, and I do.
Why are you? What's the big deal?
Because they could come and tow it.
Who wants to come and tow it, Tito?
Never know.
You think the NYPD commissioner is looking at our podcast right now? And
Trust
thinking about?
no one, brother. Trust no one.
So wait, are you gonna fix the motorcycle? Are you?
Hopefully, it has a major electric not major, but it has an undetectable thus far electric problem.
How long have you had this one?
The motorcycle?
Yes.
I've had it since late 2018, so a couple of years. Yeah.
And what's wrong with it now?
So it has I think because I left it on the street because I was just taking it, but not as much, and it rained very heavy. I think some water, some electrical problem ensued, and I've been pulling it apart almost entirely, and I cannot find where the electricity cuts off because the spark plugs are not giving you a spark.
Have you taken it to a mechanic?
Well, here's the thing. All right, a mechanic. Do you know what the labor rate is right now in New York City for a mechanic?
I don't know.
$115, bro.
It's not that bad
for an hour. Okay, then you add parts, then you add multiple hours perhaps that it may take them because it's electrical. So electrical things are tricky because you need to start checking. Okay, I check here, it doesn't work. I check here, so they go by a process of elimination, right?
Okay.
So I didn't know jack about electricity, so I had to read a bunch of forums and see what other people may say, and then I started pulling the bike apart and checking connections and see if there was current going through with a voltmeter.
Yeah.
And this guy across the street saw me. And
he's tried to help you out.
Well, I found out that he was an electromechanic, but his area of expertise is cars. But he said, in essence, it's the same thing. It's just different vehicles. So, if we find the connections and we find I looked for the main circuit map for him. So he's like, we could technically trace it. So he was helping me. I got him everything from the internet that he needed. He said he couldn't do it. That I needed to find the connector that plugs it into a diagnostics tool. Damn, this podcast is being like...
This is a lot,
I hate it. But anyway...
Why are they going to hate it, though, man?
I don't know. Because it's...
Why are they going to hate it?
It's very random things. We're going for NFTs
we're two guys talking about random things.
Electromechanics and motorcycles. But anyway.
Yeah.
So motorcycles these days, they have... if they're basic motorcycles, they still have some electrical system going through it.
Okay, of course, yeah.
For the switch system, for the spark plugs, is more effective than having a carburetor.
Why don't you just get a Revel? Just use a Revel around. Don't use your motorcycle.
Rebels are the enemy.
Why are they the enemy?
Bro, they're prostituting. They are bastardizing the very concept of riding a motorcycle.
What do you mean? No, they're not.
Yeah, bro. Now everyone can just ride a motorcycle. A motorcycle used to be something. It used to be a commitment. That's what a motorcycle used to be. You see, riding a motorcycle sometimes is not a fun.
It's also a very scary thing.
It is scary. There is some risk, inherent.
Yeah,
to
of
it.
Course, yeah.
And that adds value to the ones who dare to actually ride it. You need a license. You need, again, an actual motorcycle to ride it. Then the city is kind of hostile. You have the police against you.
So you're looking at it more of like an artistic way of riding a motorcycle.
A romantic way.
Come on, man. Did you think that's a little heavy though?
Well, by now. Our audience knows by now that I'm a bit of an intense person, am I not?
A little bit.
There you go. So that's what it used to be. But now every schmuck can ride a motorcycle and be cool, which is okay.
I rode a Revel and I thought it was cool. And you're calling me a schmuck?
Well, I guess by osmosis, because I called everyone who no, you're not a schmuck. In all seriousness, I don't really care. I think
I know.
The only thing I care about with the Rebels is that motorcycle riding got a bad rap over the summer. Remember we talked about this? Because there were some knuckleheads,
idiots,
being reckless with them. But I really don't care. The point is that it costs money. I have an actual motorcycle, so it wouldn't be. I wouldn't be better off fixing my owned motorcycle than going on the Revel service and start paying for motorcycle rides.
I hope you fix the motorcycle problem quick, because I know you get a little upset about it all the time. So.
Indeed, yeah. Because remember, I told you this before, and I'm gonna get romantic on this one, but I gotta. Okay, I am not the most American lover there is in here, right? But I can tell you one thing.
You don't love America? What do you mean?
Yeah, I appreciate things about America, and I am aware enough to see that there are things that don't work in this country as well. But overall, it works for me. What I want to tell you. But I can tell you this, though.
Please.
Whenever I fucking jump on those motorcycles, whichever I owned at the time, the one I have right now, whenever I jump on that motorcycle, bro, I personally embody that whole American dream thing of the pure freedom, as your countryman, Jack Kerouac, put it. Nothing behind me, nothing ahead of me.
Who said that?
You fucked up my quote. But yeah, Jack Kerouac One of the leaders of the Beat Generation, bro.
I don't know, man.
You don't know the Beat Generation?
No.
You've studied this in school, bro. Jack Kerouac, On the Road. There's a movie made out of it. Anyway.
Dude, I don't think I studied this in school, dude.
Okay, whatever.
And if I did, I probably didn't remember it.
He had this quote, which was, "Nothing behind me.
So you feel,
nothing ahead of me,
so you feel
as it
American.
always is
So
on the
you
road."
feel like an American when you're on a motorcycle.
I think I embody that fucking white bald
So you
eagle
feel-
on my fucking
So
motorcycle.
you feel like an American when you're riding the motorcycle.
I feel free
You
when
feel
I ride a
free.
motorcycle. And you know how America is kind of big on fucking freedom, bro?
It's based on freedom, bro.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
You know?
To follow, subscribe,
Uh-huh.
YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter,
And all
on all platforms,
in podcasts.
Spotify,
Yeah, iTunes.
iTunes.
And all those minor ones.
Please, you gotta help us keep growing.
There you go.
And if I gotta keep on saying this every episode,
It's
You
the
know?
basics. It's the
It's the
basics
basics.
of podcasting and
is it now? So you
yeah.
wrote a book on podcasting now? Is that
I've
what it
watched
is?
a lot of tutorials on digital content creation.
Okay. All right, buddy.
So reminding your audience about subscribing, liking, and interacting.
Look at this
It's
guy,
crucial.
expert in NFTs. He's a motorcycle. Look at what. He's
What
a
do you-
podcast extraordinaire. This guy's
What?
ridiculous, right?